Hi, everyone, and welcome to Behind the Body.
Hello, people.
We are excited to be back with you. I know that it hasn't shown because we release episodes, but I've been on vacation for a couple weeks, and then I had my show before then, so it feels like I've been gone for 1,000 years, but I'm back.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you're back. Next time, I'm going with you. Just
so
to be clear.
We have so much to talk about, so I hope it doesn't come off on this podcast that we're all over the place because we've gone like a couple
Let's
weeks without
apologize already before we start because the problem we're going to go a little bit over.
Yes.
But
sorry in advance, but we'll try to be succinct and we will try to keep our own personal conversation until after the podcast.
Yeah, especially because the topic is very, very interesting.
Yes.
That it's easy to just like open other doors.
100%. Right? It's going to be so easy for us to derail ourselves from the points that we want to address because this topic is vast. There is so much to it. The topic that we're going to talk about are the things that are keeping you from hitting your weight loss goals or the things that are making you gain weight. And so this is a broad topic. A million things can go into it, but we were saying, like, just from our personal experiences, being women who have been in this diet culture our entire lives, but also having clients that are trying to lose weight and trying to hit their goals, we have a lot of perspective on this.
Yeah, especially because I think we are always asking ourselves, what should I do to lose weight? Or always going after information, okay, what can help me to lose weight? And we never ask ourselves what we shouldn't do in order to lose weight. Because I think sometimes is where we should start in order to lose weight. I'm going to tell myself a little bit of my own experience.
Please.
I do my diet every day. My problem is every night. What I mean, I do my diet very good. I eat my protein, my veggies, a good carb. I'm very active. So I do everything right. Besides what I do wrong. What I shouldn't do.
I love that. I do everything right except for what I do wrong. I mean, I think we can all relate to that.
But the only thing between me and my goal, it's what I do wrong. Because I cannot do more cardio or I cannot lift more or eat healthier. What I need to do is cut off the sugar that I have in that time when it's my craving. Of course, I don't do this every night. Otherwise, I was going to be fit on this because I couldn't eat a lot. One donut for me is like 12 to start to talk. But the fact is, when I look at that way, I start to pay attention more on what I do wrong.
When you look what way? When you're looking good? When you're looking...
No, I mean, when I stop it to think, okay, what I should do to lose weight, and I look at the other side, like, okay, I'm doing everything to lose weight, so why am I not losing weight? Because also I do a few things that make me gain weight, right? So it's why I'm so excited to talk about it. Because it's helping me, by the way.
It's a good perspective to take, and it's a hard perspective to take because I think a lot of times we don't want to think about, say out loud, put in the universe the things that we are doing that are contributing to us not achieving our weight loss goals or that are making us gain weight. It's so interesting that we have such an aversion to this. Like, we want to blame other things, right? If you may have been there yourself.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, we blame external factors like, oh, my metabolism is slow.
My hormones.
My thyroid.
My busy day.
Yes, my kids, my
husband.
Or you acknowledge, like, I don't know why. I do all the things right. I don't know why I'm losing weight. Well, because you're not acknowledging the things that you're doing wrong. And we're going to say wrong, like, there is no wrong, per se, but we're going to say wrong just as like a figure of speech. But these are the things that if you have a goal, they're obstructing you from hitting your goal. And there are a few categories that I think we settled on that are probably the top, let's say, or they encompass a lot of different factors, right? And the first thing, and this is, again, is multifaceted, but the first thing that you could be doing wrong or that could be prohibiting you from hitting your weight loss goals is not having a plan. And that sounds so remedial. It sounds so trivial. But a goal without a plan is just a wish. Is that the
Yes.
saying? They say something like that. I don't know. But
Yes.
it's a critical part. And you talked about how you hit your diet on a daily. That diet isn't just some arbitrary thing you wake up and you're like, what am I going to eat today? No,
Never.
you got that figured out.
Especially because that is a freedom. People think like to have a plan, you're gonna be stuck on the, oh, I don't want to do this, but I need to do that. No. When you wake up and you don't know what you're gonna eat, you're gonna lose time. And our life is so busy.
Yeah.
I don't know nobody who has time to be thinking about, oh, what I'm gonna have for breakfast or what I'm gonna have for lunch or what I'm gonna eat on dinner. No. It's busy. So you get ready. If you have time to prep fresh, good for you. I love that. I don't have, so every 3-4 days I do need to do at least prepare my lunch and some snacks. So I know when before I get hungry, I have my food there. So I'm gonna eat. Because once you're hungry, come on, you're not gonna eat chicken and veggies or whatever, like egg bites. Even they taste good, you're hungry, you start to be craving what you wanna, fat and sugar combination, especially if your brain is still yet on this word that you eat sometimes like sugar and fat in a good amount. You still clean up your system. So you hungry, you craving, it's what your brain gonna look for. You tell, how can I eat that? So the smart decision is 2 hours and a half, 3 hours, have your meal. Because sometimes, oh, I'm not hungry to eat my meal, but I'm gonna have some snack because I'm a little bit hungry. No, you're hungry, but you don't wanna eat your meal, so sounds better eat like some almonds, but that is extra calorie, and every 30 minutes, an hour, you're gonna feel the way. You're never gonna be hungry enough. So be prepared and have a plan that makes your day much better. And it's why I feel the freedom.
I love that you say the freedom because I feel the same way. And I'm not sure that like most people feel that. I think when you hear about a plan, people hear structure. They probably think limitations. They think things that they can't have. But what is so freeing for me about a plan is that almost every single night, either if I'm sitting watching TV or if I'm lying in bed, instead of scrolling, I will go on my MyFitnessPal and I will enter the foods that I'm going to eat for the next day. And this is not for everybody. I like entering it into my MyFitnessPal. I think it's fun, almost like a kind of a game.
I don't like it.
No, I know. And I don't think I'll use it forever, but for me, it's enjoyable and it provides the freedom in that if I'm, let's say, for example, tomorrow I feel like having some French fries, I'm going to put it into my dinner tomorrow night and I'm going to work my calories around those French fries. And so in a way, I'm like giving myself the opportunity. I'm allowing myself to have the French fries and enjoy them while still feeling like I can create a plan that's going to allow that. So I'll hit my goals and be able to eat all the rest of my meals for the day because I've already planned it around that.
Yeah, and that is very important, when you feel good the way that you live your life. And it's funny, as two Aquarians, to say that we like a plan. Nobody's telling us to do it. We choose to do that,
Because we've experienced the value, we've experienced the freedom that allows, and we've experienced the ability to hit our goals because of the plan in place, And you're right. Because we're Aquarius. Like, my husband tells me...
Don't tell me no.
My husband will tell me something to do, and I will do the exact opposite because I do not like to be told what to do.
I was on my way to do. As soon he told me,
nope.
Babe, did you do that? Like, I didn't do that. I'm not going to do that, okay? And don't ask him again.
And it's so funny. We are totally like that. It's so funny. But when it comes to my food, I'm like, I love the plan. I love the structure. It's so weird.
Yeah, because it's that. I think we are Aquarius. We are smart enough to know that makes our life easier.
Yeah.
And when something make your life easier, that means you have more time to enjoy your life.
Yes, exactly.
Instead to be like, open the freezer with like a piece of bread in your mouth already because you're hungry, trying to figure it out what you're gonna eat.
Yeah.
When you have your meal ready, warm, sit, eat, enjoy yourself. And when you're gonna have a bread, enjoy your bread.
Exactly.
You know, because I think is that when you don't know what to do, you're gonna eat whatever. And when you wanna enjoy a good food, oh, I'm on diet, I cannot eat that. You know, because you've been eating so much when you shouldn't. So when your friend asks you to go out, oh no, it's Wednesday, I cannot go because I'm on my diet. No, it's Wednesday. If you eat health pretty much like most of time of your day, why not going out and have something different on Wednesday?
Exactly.
We cannot like feel that we are a slave of our choice. Actually, we are who we are because the choices we make. So poor choice, poor you.
Exactly. And I can't tell you how many times I'm like out enjoying a glass of wine, enjoying it, or let's just say on vacation, you know, like on vacation I drink alcohol every day and I ate. And you know, people ask me like, oh, how do you stay slim when you eat like this, right? Like I'm eating at the table. And it's because that's not my everyday choice.
Exactly.
I have the structure, I have the plan in place all the other times so that I can go out and enjoy. And then I don't have to think twice about it because everything else is on point.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. And another thing about what you were saying about breakfast, and I think you were talking about like having your breakfast prepared, or maybe that was our conversation earlier. Either way, when it's said for a long time that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I don't think that's really true nutritionally. And I think that there's a lot of value of intermittent fasting for those who don't eat breakfast. But for people who do eat breakfast, skipping breakfast at any given point of the time will make you more ravenous, more hungry for the next meals. And I know because I'm a breakfast eater, when I do not eat breakfast, I am snacking, picking, wanting to. Even if I don't physically do, I want to be snacking and picking.
I do fasted since I was teenager. Before people talk about this, I was doing intuitive. I'm not a person who is very hungry in the morning. Mm-hmm. I'm more hungry after 5, 6. And now it makes sense because it's also a habit. When I competing, of course, I wake up already hungry and I had my meal in the morning. And that helps me to control my hungry in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. Because what happened is I like to sit and eat. And to do that in the morning, I need to wake up 30 minutes early.
Yeah.
And it's going to be already too early for myself. So I push. And since I'm not that hungry, I can be at the gym and want to without it. But when I got home and I have my first meal, it's like open up the hell's door.
Yeah.
Every 30 minutes, my brain, maybe because my body think I'm dying, so I eat some. So like, let's stock, the food because I don't know when she's gonna eat again. Maybe because when the sun starts to going down, our cortisol start to also going down. It's when you start to get hungry. Mm-hmm. And guess what? This combination, it's not funny. So what I do now, I have a protein shake in the morning. So that's already helping me.
Yeah.
And that is my goal, to have at least 2 meals in the morning. Yeah. Like bring with me to the gym something easy that I can eat during my session, because that is the other thing that I struggle. I don't have breaks, so I'm eating during my session, because that makes a difference. Even I do intuitive, makes a difference.
I bet. And I also think sometimes, maybe not in your case, but for people who tend to skip breakfast, it could be this psychological game that they're playing, saying, I'm not a breakfast person, I don't need to eat breakfast, so I'm saving those calories so I can use those calories later in the day.
Not smart.
The way that you're using them is probably overdoing it by far compared to if you just ate a breakfast.
I never saw nobody do fasted for diet without like a nutritionist, like someone who knows how to guide us, have a success.
Yeah.
Personally, I never see. I do myself now because I think that it's the way that I'm happier, but it's not the best way for my body.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So it's why I'm trying to reverse that, because it's a habit that I have for so many years. I think because you develop this compulsion with food, And it's not you, it's your brain. It's not you, like logic is thinking about it and make a decision. It's your brain.
Yeah.
It's the thoughts that drive you crazy.
Mhm.
So what I would say now, what I look for, to be honest, of course we all have like a body dream, or we should have a goal when we're doing something like specific. I want to gain weight, I want to maintain, I want to lose fat, whatever. But my goal right now is live, let's say 95% of my life in a healthy lifestyle. Don't eat sugar anymore, or only on a special occasion, because that is my goal, and it's what's gonna help me to live longer. For everybody's different, but my goal right now is find a way that I can enjoy, because it doesn't need to be bad. You can have some sweetness, doesn't need to come from the sugar, and takes a little while to take that off of your brain. So
And I think that's the thing, because when you start to put a lot of restrictions on yourself, and I even think saying like I need to cut out sugar is a pretty big restriction,
Yeah.
especially for somebody who likes sweets like you.
it's why I'm very like okay with baby steps.
Yeah, and I think that it's really just like retraining your brain that like this is what I think, and I don't have like I've never had an eating disorder, so I'm not speaking from like an educated or experienced point of view, but I think that when you impose such limitations on yourself, it triggers your brain to want it even more.
100%.
And when you allow yourself the freedom to enjoy
And make choice.
and make your choice, then it's almost like you retrain and reprogram your brain to not need it, not crave it, not like, have that addiction to it.
And definitely making the connection with the topic that we are talking about today. I think that it's a very normal mistake. When people want to lose weight, they go very restricted
Mhm.
because they think like, oh, they're gonna make me lose weight fast. Forget it. It's again the quick fix. It's not real. It's not sustainable. May you're gonna lose weight. May you're gonna take Ozempic and gonna help with like the process. But and after, you're gonna take that forever.
Right.
You're not. And I think to look that way, to see what is making you make mistake is a good way to learn a little bit more about you. Be a little bit more like nice. Be nicer with yourself. Understand where that come from. Are you anxious? Food is something that makes you like feel better. So what's the time the day that happened? Because maybe that is the time that you have more anxious. So do
Mhm.
exercise at this time. Go for a walk, so you're gonna get like some serotonin that is gonna kind of replace, go and set up a small goals, so they're gonna make you get the goals, and they're gonna make you feel able to make the next step. It's why we are so excited about to talk about this topic, because I do think we are always talking about what to do, but let's take a look. What are you doing? What are you who is watching and listen to us, what are you doing right now? Because you know better that you shouldn't do in order to get your goal. I think if we all be able to answer that honestly, without trying to blame the husband. I know we all get married to blame them for everything. I know we do. Yeah, we do that. But let's not do that this time.
Yeah.
Let's take responsibility so we can understand more about ourselves. And that I think it's the best way to get there.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, again, why this is so prevalent of a topic for us is because like we do this exercise, we
Every
do
day.
this. And as I am taking a break from competing and trying to reestablish my normal diet, like I am so in tune with the habits that I'm no, I wouldn't even say they're habits, with the cravings or the things that I'm doing now as it relates to eating. And so I'm like, oh, that's so interesting. Like how I justify snacking on something, or even, am I hungry? Am I not hungry? Like, these are all just things I'm checking in with myself on. And so, it's always a work in progress. And especially just being women who seemingly have this like constant goal to be smaller, it's just something that we deal with.
Yeah, some body dysforming here and there that we have. We are women. I have so many clients. We are
Who have
in some
BDD,
way.
body dysmorphic disorder. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we needed always to remember that sugar with fat and salt, this combination is a bomb that makes your brain wants more. And you're never gonna be enough. You're gonna feel full. Your stomach is already hurting, but if it's delicious, your brain wants more. And that in your body, on your system, is gonna bring other things that are gonna make you gain weight and be far off your goal. That's gonna make you lazy. It's gonna make your joint hurts. It's gonna make you wanna eat more. I was seeing like a study that a guy did this experience on himself. He was healthy. He decided like, let me see if I do like everything wrong, how they're gonna be. So he said like at first he started to be hungrier, and then he started to be lazy. That thing that he never was before. And then his joints was hurt. And then the cycle like eat more, rest more, eat more.
Yeah.
And it's because it's taking your brain,
Processed food is like a drug.
It's a drug.
You get addicted to it. Your body craves it, and it does absolutely nothing but break your body down.
And I think now with all these years as a coach, as a trainer, and applying myself as well, instead to try to help people to lose weight, I think the best way is trying to help people to get a healthy lifestyle, because you're not gonna fix a habit that you have your entire life in 1 month, in a year. It's every day. Every day doing better. For example, now my fridge has a lot of fruits. Apple, grape, because whatever I feel like I want to eat something sweet, I have some fruit. You're never gonna eat as much fruit as you're gonna eat the chocolate. I'm not talking about calorie, forget it. I'm talking about to be able to control your mind, and that is still something chemical in my body tell me more sugar, more fat. But the fact that I don't have in my house, okay, I'm gonna have some fruit.
Yes.
And I'm gonna skip that day, because when I say like don't have the sugar, I need the processed sugar, not like the sugar that come from like
the fruit. Yeah, that's different.
No, and I don't believe anything like extremely, not anymore. After these years competing, that is not sustainable. We know better. I think to like look inside, oh, I need to lose that 10 pounds. Like, no, I do need to drink more water. I do need to drink more like real food, like bean, rice, chicken, salad, veggies, because it is not like cut everything, doing hours of cardio and lift weight like crazy. Okay, you're doing that and you're still not making improvements. Why? Look to the things that you are doing wrong.
And let's talk about the next thing that I feel like people may be missing the boat on when they have a weight loss goal. And that is just not getting enough movement through the day. And I don't mean hitting the weights at the gym. I don't mean doing 30 minutes of cardio. I mean just physically moving your body. And I know this. I track my steps on my Apple Watch daily. Like the minute I step out of bed in the morning, I put my Apple Watch on because I want to start tracking my steps from the very first one. And it's amazing. It is 5:30 and I have 3,900 steps. That's nothing. And I worked out today, but that's still nothing. So I know that for a goal that I set for myself, by the end of today, I need to get 10,000 steps. That's my personal goal. But if I didn't have that goal, if I wasn't paying attention and I just at 5:30, we're done wrapping up this podcast, I make dinner, I watch TV with my husband, and I'm at 4,000 steps for the day. that is not enough. And so but I feel like being, me, I did all the things today that normal people did. I went to the gym, I ran a couple errands, I came home, I worked, I did some things around the house, and that's all I accumulated. Like, that's a normal average person's day. Like, we have to be really deliberate about moving our body. And I tell my clients now who I coach, get an Apple Watch and start tracking your steps. They don't need 10,000 steps, but like, set a goal of 5,000 steps a day. That we start there and then we go up. And it's good for your body. It's good for your mind. It's good for your digestion. It's just good to move your body.
And I think that it's a very good point, because the fact is we busy, we live life like on the go, 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 go. And we think like, oh, that is enough, that it's okay. The truth is not. And when people tell us like, oh, you don't need to do that, you already look good. No, we look good because we do that.
Yeah.
And we are talking about Andrea and I before we started today exactly about this. She was telling me like the steps and this and that. And I told her like, good for you. Because it's exactly where you let yourself go. And you come from looking good to look okay. And I'm sorry, we are not here to look okay. If you want to look okay, good for you too. I'm not judging you. But I come to this life to live my life in the best effect. And that means if I can do it because I'm healthy enough to do it, why I'm not gonna do it and be okay because I'm in my 40s? No. Never. But it's the little decisions that we make that is gonna make us hit the goal or make us never get it. Because she couldn't. Oh no, just today. Today I'm not gonna make my 10,000 steps. And tomorrow, something happened. Let's say her husband, her dog, whatever. She needs to be sitting the whole day, and she's not gonna be able to do. And it's gonna be the second day in the row. One day because she just feel like, oh, I don't want to do it. And the other day because life's like, okay, today I'm gonna make you to not do it. And then come the third day. It's like, oh, I didn't do yesterday. I didn't do the day before.
It is compounding.
Yes, I'm so tired today. So maybe I'm going to skip today too. And guess what? You're not going to make it.
And it's so easy to fall out of the routine or habit of
And
something.
one day you're going to wake up fat.
And you're going to be like, what happened?
It's exactly like that.
It's so much easier to gain weight than it is to lose it. But I'm telling you, those little things, just like, I get it. A lot of people can't find time to go to the gym or don't want to. And I get it. A lot of people don't want to do cardio. But what you can do and what you can easily control is your daily movement and getting the steps in. And it is exponentially better than not.
Yeah. And, go outside for a walk, or, I don't like to go to the gym. Go for a spinning class.
Yeah.
Go for a dance class. Go for a swim class. Just move your body. Of course, we all know better that lift weight is the best way to get old, because your bones gonna need, your joints gonna need it. But okay, let's be honest. You need to start some way. So start for something that you like, but be active.
Yeah.
Because you can take whatever you want. You can actually lose weight, but be skinny and be healthy is two different things. Lose weight and looking good, they are different too. So at the end of the day, what do you want? You want to look good, but you want to feel good. You want to be the healthy person that you see around, that you see on the TV, and that you dream. But you need to first be very honest with yourself. Look your routine. Stop to blame the people, situation. See what you'll be able to do right now, and that is a good start. Then you're gonna understand that we don't have time for anything. We make time for what is important to us. And don't come like, I have kids, I do this, I do, because I have clients, I had clients, I see people that work out in the living room with the kid watching TV. Because when you want something, you do it. You make that happen.
Yeah, and even just like little things like parking far away in a parking lot. Every time that there's stairs available, no matter where I go, especially like at the airport now that I was just traveling so much, I take the stairs like everywhere. I will carry my carry-on suitcase. I'll carry all my shit. I will walk up or down the stairs because all of that matters.
Oh, yeah.
It matters. It accumulates. And before you know it, you're seeing progress. You're hitting little goals. And then that compounds over time.
Yeah.
Just the opposite does as well. And why put off an opportunity that could help you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Instead to be thinking about, oh, I do need to go to the gym, have the best trainer, have money to do all my diet and this and that, go for the basic.
The final thing that we want to talk about in terms of something that may be prohibiting you from reaching your goals is not giving yourself enough time or not having enough patience. And we are a society of quick fixes. We like it now. We are all wired like that. We are impatient when it comes to anything that has to do with our weight, our looks, our making money, all of that we want right now. But it doesn't work that way. If you're going to do anything successfully, meaning if you are going to drop the body fat, achieve the body composition that you want at a very, very healthy state and level without medication and sustain that long term, that takes the time and it takes patience, not just for your body to adapt to everything that you're doing, but for you to develop the habits, for you to give your body enough nutrients, for your metabolism to like stabilize and optimize. All of these things take time. And too often I feel like people are ready to drop their program or drop what they're doing because it's not happening. So they're like, F it, I didn't lose any weight this week, so I'm just going to do whatever I want this weekend. Or, my neighbor down the street like cut out carbs or is on Ozempic and she lost 20 pounds in a month. And so I need to figure out, I need to like speed this up or I need to like change my course, But that's not the case. And listen, I am the first person to say I hate the keto diet. I think it's the stupidest diet. Everything about it. No offense if you're a big believer of it, but I am a firm believer that you want to change your body composition in a way that is not just to be skinny like you think in your mind. Like in your mind, you have this vision of your body that's more than just skinny. It is this structure of body that you want. It is this way to look and to walk into a room and to wear your clothes and to feel about yourself that cannot be achieved by a quick fix.
I agree. And you're just gonna know if you take the time. I remember, every prep is different, and some preps, myself, Andrea, other clients, they get stuck on the scale, and doesn't matter what we do, the scale is there. So sometimes the only way to make that happen is keep the same, everything the same, and take a time so the body gonna adapt it, and you're gonna eventually start to lose weight. Of course, if you are doing everything and for a month and you don't see any results, you need to the numbers that you're eating, like your macros, you need to review that. But the thing is, you just spend, let's say, 30 something years of your life not doing diet at all, not working out, actually doing everything the opposite, and you wanna get your body in 1 month, in 6 months, in a year. Forget it, my dear. It's never too late, but you need to consider that your body being on this environment that you are eating poor nutrients for too long. So you need to build the foundation. Take your time.
You need to build the foundation. That's a great way to say it. You do. And we've done both. You and I have both gone to quick fixes in our lives, and we have both endured the time and patience that it takes to achieve our body goals. There is no substitution for that time.
No, I could lose 10 pounds in 1 week if I want.
100%, me too.
But the point is, since I started the podcast, who is with us since the beginning, gonna see my weight fluctuation a lot. And because in the last 2 years, it's what I'm doing. Figure it out, getting better. It's what I have to say. I'm a very better mental space. I would say, like, I can deal better. I'm not having compulsion at all. When I eat like the whole bar of chocolate, I decided. It's not because I cannot stop to eat.
You gave yourself permission to enjoy it. Yeah.
As I know that if I'm gonna start, I'm not gonna stop. So I decide, okay, today it's the day that I'm gonna have this chocolate. Before was like very hard to control. But that is the thing. I feel much better. I look better. I think every month, every week, I can see better the situation, the general, especially because I have all the knowledge. It's so easy to like cut this, do that, and boom, and put this banya away.
Mm-hmm.
The little fat banya, the name.
Is that really a name in Portuguese?
Banya, the fat. Anyway, I just decided that I want to get in my 40s better, and I want to keep progressing into my 50s and my 60s.
It motivates you. And I think that two things. One, it is so amazing to have a goal. And I was talking to one of my friends at the gym the other day, and randomly about something, but we were talking about goal setting, and I'm very goal oriented.
Me too.
But like, my husband is not goal oriented. My husband is incredibly intelligent. He went to medical school. He is a doctor, and like, that's now he's cruising in life. There's no goal. There's no goal. He just is cruising through life.
He has a very good goal. You know what it is?
What?
Make you happy every day.
That is true. That is a job in itself, and he does a really good job.
Yeah,
Shout out to you, babe. But to me, it is like, if you don't have a goal, like, how? What are you doing every day? It's so weird. And
I'm the same way.
And I'm not saying that I'm right, because I know that I'm extreme in a lot of ways.
Be crazy, yeah.
But like, if you don't have a goal, like, what are you doing? Just like passively cruising through life. So anyway, I say all that because I love that you have a goal. Like, you're 39, you want to be hot at 40, which you of course you are, but you have certain goals. And like me too, I want to have like, I'm 43. Like, what possible goals could I have like now in terms of like my body? But my goal is to have the greatest glutes by 45, because it takes a lot of time and I am patient. But that is my goal. So why is that important? Because for me, working out with you twice a week on my glutes, that makes me show up. It gives me energy. It gives me life. It gives me passion. It gives me something to work towards. It allows me to see progress. It gives me confidence, like all of the things.
Yeah, and even if she's not on prep, I still have a game plan for her.
Yeah.
Because it's that we have this very clear that we're not stopping any time soon. So we're gonna keep working hard. We're gonna keep working on the same goals, but without the pressure of a prep. So
without the extreme dieting.
Yeah. So she can focus in other areas right now and eventually back to it. But that is the thing. If you don't have a goal, when you feel tired, it's like, I'm not doing that, because why am I doing that?
And it's hard to really like have the passion for it if there's not something driving it. And I'm not saying everybody has to have the goal, everybody has to like have the structure, but like, I don't know, live for something, fight for something, and I know, of course, your kids and your family and all that, but I mean, for yourself, like, I think that there's always this like drive for self-improvement, and I think that's why I loved bodybuilding so much. And I've like gone back to school a couple times, because I just feel like if I stop,
oh my God,
what?
We died.
Then what? I died?
We're done.
Just like,
bye. They're never gonna hear again about us, because who?
I know.
It's like we are very good. We have a very good husbands. We are not looking to look hot, to attract nothing, but to be happy with ourselves.
Totally.
Because what I seen as a woman is like, oh, okay, I'm already have a husband that I want to die with. I have kids. I'm in my 40s. That's okay. I have a lot of cellulite.
Yeah.
I'm a mother. I'm a wife. No, baby, you can be wife, mother, and have good glutes, or if you want. If you don't, it's okay too. but don't go automatically old woman life that is get married, have kids, get fat and be okay because you feel you're in your 40s and your life is almost done. No.
No, just starting.
Oh my god, the beginning of the beginning.
I see there's a meme that goes around on social media and it says like, when I see a fit person walk into the room, their body says more about them than any fancy car or jewelry or way that they dress or says about them. You know, and I take a lot of pride in that. Like that resonates with me. And I don't care what people say or think about me to an extent. Of course, everybody cares.
But you know why the fit person gets out these.
Yes.
You know why, right?
Because what it takes, their character,
Okay.
their patience.
That is the point.
Yes, yes.
People are missing it.
Yes.
People think it's because it's a hot person you're gonna get attracted. No.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because I don't think about the aesthetic of it.
No.
I think that like that shows that I can put in the hard work, that I have discipline, that I have character, that I have a goal, that I can stick to a plan, I can stick to a structure, and that I put myself first, you know, and I mean like, not that I put anything second, but like I prioritize my health and well-being.
That means for the person who is watching the beautiful hot body walking in the room, so like that I was watching Netflix, eating shit, she was at the gym. The day that I was like telling my friend like, no, I can skip the gym and go to the mall with you, she was at the gym. The day that I didn't meal prep and I, you know, ordered pizza, she was meal prep. We feel automatically less than the person because that makes us to remember
what we are not doing.
And that is the topic of today.
I mean, we came full circle. I'm proud of us, actually.
we're getting good on that, babe. I'm telling you, I'm like getting all the points, and I hope my English is
your English is
a little bit too
perfect. But I mean, I think we leave it at that, you know. And I hope you guys can take a little piece or pieces away from this podcast and just assess and evaluate where you stand today.
Yeah, nobody's perfect.
Nobody.
Never look to anybody like this person is perfect. No, nobody is. Everybody is struggling with something. But when you stand up for yourself, you are a much better person in general because you are being nice and you are being good with yourself. That makes you want to be the same with everybody who is around you, and you're gonna get back that too. So at the end of the day, do good, gonna make you feel good, looking good, and have a better life. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's that.
Exactly. Well, thanks you everybody for tuning into today's episode. We are so glad you're here. Please follow us on Instagram at Behind the Bod
Live.
Subscribe,
share with friends, family.
Comment below, let us know what you think of this episode, and we will talk to you next time on Behind the Body.
Bye.
Bye.